Hey, what's up, Rob? So I originally was down at Mandalay, and I was going to start my stream from down at Mandalay, but I had a little error. When I took my jacket off at New York earlier, I didn't notice that my good glasses fell out of my pocket. And when I got to Mandalay, I was trying to read an email, and I went to put them on out of my jacket pocket, and they were not there. So I went back to New York, and they were on the wall where I was sitting. Yeah, you didn't miss much on there. I mean, TikTok streams are fun. Just are normal. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to walk back down to Mandalay. Well, actually, maybe take the tram to Mandalay, and we're going to check out some of the Christmas displays that Mandalay and Luxor and maybe all have. Robert, happy holidays. How are you, my friend? So I think we're going to take the tram back down there because I don't know about, I mean, I don't mind walking back down, but there we go, trying to get around these people here. Yeah. I think he snuck off the top of that train and went down and snatched my glasses, I think. So, we'll see. But it's funny because that's we saw that the other day when I was streaming, and we were having a pretty adult-oriented chat, and that just kind of something that we needed. Robert, that's because that is a lot of sensationalism. I'm not going to tell you that Vegas has not seen its very, very slow, almost dead days this year. But, you know, I think on average, you're looking at somewhere between 10 and 12,000 less people on the Vegas Strip on a daily, based on the numbers that we've had this year. And I think you're seeing a lot of sensationalism. All right, let's get on here and see. Sometimes I like to take this off because people get a little bit weird when we're live streaming. There we go. John, welcome in. Sorry about that, guys. I'm having a little issue here with the gimbal. Hit the wrong button and it just went. So as soon as we get off the tram, we'll continue conversation. I just like to be a little bit more quiet when we're on the trams and stuff.
The tram doors are closing.
I'm gonna have to set up the mics too.
The tram is accelerating. Please hold on to a handrail.
John, the tram, they changed their hours a lot. Usually, say like 9 to midnight, 10 a.m. to midnight. So we're on the express, so we just skipped past Luxor. What we'll do is when we get off, we'll look and see what time the trams are now. But if there's a heavy convention load at Mandalay, they will start the trams at 6 a.m. in the morning. But I think in general, it's 9 a.m.
Hold on to a handrail.
Yeah, I think everybody's pretty much ready for Christmas, Rob.
It's fine. It's in Mandalay Bay.
All right. So now we are in Mandalay Bay. That's like a 2-minute tram ride, not even, from Excalibur to Mandalay. Great way to take some steps off your trip there. Probably takes about 10 to 12 minutes to walk. So yes, it is better than walking. So let's see if we see the times up here for John. I think the times are down at the bottom of the escalator. And like I said, they post them like almost daily because they change them daily. I've walked up here at like 9 o'clock and it's at 10 o'clock. Other times, you know, got there at like 9 and they were running already from 6 a.m. So let's look down at the bottom of the escalator here. And then we're going to walk over to the lobby and check out the Christmas tree. So when you get off the tram, you'll see right here, it says kick it here to Allegiant Stadium. Follow that pointing finger right there and that'll take you to the walkway. You go out and just basically walk over the highway and you're at Allegiant Stadium. 10-minute walk maybe. Definitely easy to do. Let's see. Of course, now they don't have the trams times. Usually they have the time that they're running right there. But I would say no later than midnight to be on the safe side, John, and no earlier than like say 9 unless it's midweek and it's a busy convention season. So we're gonna walk up into the lobby area. You may be able to check on their website too. So I was telling Rob when Rob was the first one in today. Congratulations, Rob. On the TikTok stream earlier, I stopped at New York, in the park area, and I folded up my jacket, put it in my bag, and my good glasses fell out, my good reading glasses and prescriptions, and when I got down here, that's when I realized. So I walked back to New York, and found my glasses. Luckily, they were still on the wall I was sitting at. So this is really a good spot too, Hazel. So I don't drink any alcohol. Jay, my wife, she does like to have a cocktail occasionally, and this is a great spot for us to go, Hazel, because it's coffee and cocktails. So and if you're ever trying to get up top to not House of Blues, oh my goodness, the Foundation Room, those are the elevators that you take to get up there. So we got here's the start of the Christmas decorations. Let's check it out. Rob, I'll shoot you a text. I think you texted me yesterday. I was just super busy, so you weren't on the TikTok live. So I went to Philly last weekend, right? And I got back late Monday. Came Tuesday. My mother-in-law flew out, and Tuesday night we were going to dinner, and we got rear-ended on the highway, and it was a hit and run. So I've been super busy with that all week. And so here's the Christmas tree in Mandalay. Beautiful with the pool in the backdrop. And so I've been super busy with that, emailing the insurance company and all that stuff. And what a pain. Hit and run, of course, in Vegas. So they don't have big balls here, but they have a lot of balls at Mandalay. Definitely not as festive as the Bellagio. But yeah, so that was crazy. Murakami, what's going on? Murakami, I don't know if you were just in here, but here is the holiday tree, the Christmas tree at Mandalay. Lots of balls. Actually, we found our blue balls. We've been having a hard time finding blue balls on the Vegas Strip. We found some blue balls. Lots of blue balls. They need to go up to the Bellagio and have the ball washer polish these balls a little bit, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's go take a walk. So we're gonna walk outside, and I'm gonna actually put you guys on. I'm gonna actually hook up the microphones. This way that'll maybe cut down on some of the background noise a little bit. Let me get this out here. All right, can you guys hear me? Oh. Little kid here. You all right? You need some help? Here, come on, kid. Come on. You want me to carry your bags and you get the kid? Okay. All right. You got them? All right. The lady's having a hard time getting on. Give me a second here. I am gonna hook my microphone. I gotta put my microphone on, but this lady was having a hard time getting her kids down the escalator. No kids. There we go. She almost fell on the escalator. No problem, no problem. There we go. Let me set this down for a second. That was crazy. All right, there we go. It was lagging on Twitch. Okay. Yeah, we don't get a whole lot of viewers there. That little boy in front of us, he almost fell on the escalators. I was like, oh my goodness. So I grabbed her bag and helped her down. I remember when my kids were young, going up escalators it was always like my heart would always skip a beat because, like, you hear a lot of kids get messed up on escalators. Paul, so in May, you're looking at some beautiful weather in May, maybe some triple digits. You might get lucky and get some triple digits, some 90s. It could range from 80s to 100s, man. Kristen, how are you? There was so many balls on that Christmas tree. So now we're going to go over to Luxor and we're going to check out the Luxor's Christmas tree. Walk outside. It is cloudy. I just got a notification on my phone that could possibly get some rain today. Yeah. I mean, there's a whole elf that does the ball washing, Rob. So this is the Enchanted Garden. This is an outdoor area outside of Mandalay that used to have a lot of beautiful water features that they have taken away because MGM is trying to conserve a lot of water. And they're in some kind of conservation program. That's one of the reasons a lot of their water displays have disappeared. But a lot of this was water. They had the waterfalls. Now it's really nice. I mean, it's a nice garden desert scape out here. It's another nice little cool chill spot that we can just kind of come out and chill with some coffee in the morning. Get a nice little bit of alone time. That's always important when you're in Vegas. Finding a nice spot you can decompress. Yeah, it was a lot nicer with the water, John, that's for sure. But I mean, it is a nice desert scape. I mean, we are in the desert, so they do try to conserve water. They're pretty tough with that too, Southern Nevada. They have days, the days that you can water your flowers and things like that. And there are people out here that call on their neighbors for not having the sprinklers set on the right settings. Now, me and Jay, we have just like cactus and stuff out front of our house that doesn't really need it. So, yes, hit that like button, go and subscribe to our channel, help us grow. We are approaching 1,000 subscribers. We are at like 863, I think it was the last time I checked. And we're hoping to get up, hit that 1,000 and beyond. So right here, now this is Las Vegas Boulevard, the Strip. You can see the cranes over there in the background. That is the A's Stadium, the Las Vegas A's. See them cranes. Now this area down here, before everyone starts saying how dead Vegas is, this area down here is always a very low pedestrian area. There's nothing out here. I mean, it's a beautiful area outside the Luxor. A lot of nice statues, a lot of nice things to look at, but there's no stores, there's no nothing else. There's a walkway that connects Mandalay and the Luxor. So a lot of people just take that walkway that we can see right behind the tram right there. So thank you for subscribing. 867. Nice. John, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. So there are these nice little, you know, statues and the Luxor obelisk up here. And I mean, this area out here at night is beautiful for picture taking. The Luxor pyramid itself actually needs to get washed, it looks like. So that's always fun to watch that. It's actually pretty cool. Maybe one day if it's raining and I'm down this area, we can come and watch the rain run down the pyramid. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that light beam used to be so much brighter, Rob. That they actually turned that down because the airlines, the pilots were complaining about it. So right across the way here, behind those two pillars, is the airport. Well, a little bit, about a mile away, is the airport. So you can see that beam from like hundreds of miles away, and it was distracting to the pilots. So they toned it down a little bit. Yeah, we do need a good rainstorm. We're supposed to get some rain possibly today and tomorrow, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I think we're supposed to get some rain. I don't know. I mean, I'm working Christmas Day. I didn't put my my time off request in time, so I got denied. So, and I don't want to get the extra points. I got too many points to begin with. So I don't want to get, you know, a lot of these casinos out here, you know, the executives, there's no such thing as a holiday in Vegas for the employees, but there are for the visitors because they'll charge you more. And, you know, there's holidays for the executives, but not for us. So, which is fine. I understand working in the service industry that we work on a lot of days where people, you know, want to be on vacation, holidays and the such. But I really wish we were compensated better. Oh, I am definitely ready for the 1010 heat, Rob. You won't hear me complain about that. You know that. 1010, maybe. So right between the feet of the Sphinx here is where you would get the tram for the Luxor. That is the Luxor stop. Let's see if there's a time on here over here for the tram. All right, John, you still on? This one is saying 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. So tram 1 will take you to Excalibur, Luxor, and Mandalay. Tram 2 is nonstop between Mandalay Bay and Excalibur only. So let's go check out the Christmas tree in the Luxor. Hey Rob, can you do me a favor? Can you maybe go on TikTok and send a message to Joanna that we're over on YouTube? Because I came on a little bit later than I anticipated because I had to walk all the way back to New York. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. So here we go. Into the Luxor. They have the Christmas tree right here in the lobby. It looks really nice. I think they definitely could have fit a taller tree in here. This looks like a tree that's on the side of the Bellagio. This one is only probably around 18 to 20 feet tall. And this is pretty much all they have for Christmas decorations in here. But they also did away with the, remember they had the wooder over here? Now this I think actually looks really nice in the Luxor. They did the desert scape in here, and it really goes along with the Egyptian theme and stuff. The flowers and everything really look nice. But I do kind of miss the water features. So, let's check it out. They moved the Titanic boat model over here too. If you guys have not checked out the Titanic, the artifact exhibition, that is actually a really, really cool exhibition. At the end of it, it tells you if you would have survived the Titanic sinking or not. I've done it twice, and I've survived once and didn't. Yeah, I think I think they do a little bit of Christmas decorations just to give, people the, hey, look, it's Christmas in Vegas, but a lot of people do come here for Christmas. I mean, it's a nice looking tree. Jam-packed with balls. There's a lot of balls on this tree too. But think about how big of a tree they could have put up in the atrium. Let's go up there. If they could have somehow figured out how to get like a 100-foot tree in here, that would have been awesome. Oh, it is. Thank you, Mr. Rob. So Diablo's, they always have the Christmas lights hanging there. Imagine if they put like a humongous, like they could put like 100-foot tree up in this atrium. It's the world's biggest atrium by volume also. We have a nice little series on TikTok at one point where we were all joking around about how many balls, what kind of balls, different types of materials it would take to fill this up. And I think it's over 1 billion golf balls you could fit in the atrium here. It's like 29 million cubic feet of volume in here. Joanna, what's going on? Did you catch the Christmas tree? I'll head back down that way in a minute. But I think you missed the Christmas tree over at Mandalay. Mandalay had tons of big blue balls on the Christmas tree. We got the bodies. That's where they plasticize the bodies. That's pretty cool. Fantasy is a really cool adult show, 18 and over. Carrot Top, love Carrot Top. I've seen Carrot Top about 4 times last year. He is hilarious. As long as you're not easily offended, Carrot Top is the show to go to. If there's a show you have to pick, a comedy show in Vegas, Carrot Top is definitely the best show. Now, I have not done Discovering King Tut's tomb yet. Definitely want to check that out. No, I did not enjoy the Pennsylvania snow, not at all. No, actually, you know what? The snow part wasn't that bad, Rob. So the rooms in the pyramid are kind of old and dusty and, but the tower rooms are actually really, really nice. So here is the little sub for the Titanic that they took down to explore. But yeah, definitely, this is definitely worth checking out. Taking your kids to, definitely worth it. A lot of really good information in there. Now the snow part, let's get back to Philadelphia. The snow part, didn't mind the snow. I kind of enjoy watching the snow. And I always feel like it's a lot warmer while it is snowing. I do not like the cold that is associated with the snow afterwards. That was definitely not fun for me. But thankfully I had Wawa, which was like a 3-minute walk from my mother-in-law's house. So I was able to keep myself hydrated and warm with some good Wawa, coffee. Rob, I'm talking about holiday decorations. I don't know where your mind goes. And I'm just following what the chat likes to talk about, the holiday balls that we see all around. John, I got a little bit emotional too when I was looking and reading some of the stories, to be honest. It's like, like these people all thought that, they were going on this historic boat ride, and little did they know that they were all pretty much going to perish, It was kind of sad. So let's go back over and let Joanna see the tree. Lots of people getting their pictures taken with the trees. Grammy, Merry Christmas. How are you? Decorated with some gold and silver balls. Some of these balls have some bumps on them. Stay away from them ones. Look like acorns, right? Acorns. Oh, your whole house has the flu. I am sorry to hear that, Grammy. So that does it. It is a very nice tree. Now, back in 2020 or 2021, I think it was 2020, going into 2021, my whole house had that COVID at this time of year. Yeah, so that was horrible. At least it's not bad. All right, now we're gonna go check out the what's the next one? Excalibur. There we go. Grammy, get yourself lots of tea, honey, and cayenne pepper. That usually works the best for me when I have the flu. I make some like tea, honey, lemon, and cayenne pepper. And I drink a cup of that, and then I wrap myself up in a quilt and just sleep it off.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
All right, so we are gonna head over to the Excalibur. Check out some of their Christmas decorations. Eventually make our way back up, probably to Bellagio and end there at some point. I do have to end by around 3 o'clock, I guess. There we go, some turmeric shots from Trader Joe's. A couple guys I worked with used to take those every single day and always said it made them feel better. Jason, Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining, my friend. Welcome into the chatters. Hopefully you've subscribed, hit that like button, and enjoy the show. So, these walkways, these moving walkways, right? These are the only two that they have between the Luxor and Excalibur. There used to be 3 sets of them, I believe. This is the only set that works anymore. They took the other ones out. So it's a lot more walk-in if you're going through these. So it's pretty cool. So I use this Prism live to live stream. So I got a multi-stream going on, one on Twitch and one on YouTube. I think I am going to try to maybe do Kick also. And just check it out, right? I mean, there's a lot of fun. There's a lot more you can show on those 3 platforms than we can on TikTok. TikTok is fun. All of these platforms are fun. And I appreciate all of you that have subscribed. Last minute, Paul, I got like 1 or 2 more things I need to kind of try to get. And, you know, I do have to stop at 1 or 2 places today and do a couple last minute things. But Jay does most of our Christmas shopping, so really not that much of a big deal. Amazon basically is in and out of our complex for our house multiple times a day. But Jay is very thoughtful. Basically year round, we have a little bucket out front of our house because we get so much stuff online. Where she has like bottles of water in the summertime, some snacks. In the fall and winter, she has some juice boxes, some Monster Energy drinks out there for the delivery guys. So she's very thoughtful with that. So they don't really mind coming here. Yeah, that's the way you pretty much have to do shopping nowadays, man. I was at the mall yesterday to pick up my son, and dude, it was so freaking packed. I almost got in 4 accidents in the parking lot. So there's the cranes for the A's stadium over there. You can see some of the foundation work coming out of the ground now. And that's always a great gift. The link that Murakami just put up, that is for Aroma Retail. Me and Jay are affiliates for Aroma Retail. So if you click those links and purchase something, we would get a commission at no extra cost to you. We also have a promotion code that'll give you 20% off your order. So if you have a favorite hotel scent or someone in your family has a favorite hotel scent, you can get them that scent. They have reed sticks, they have scent machines, diffusers, one for your car, one for your house. We have a few videos about them, or go check out their website and get yourself something to remind you of Vegas year round. Yeah, John, they are awesome people over there. We did a live stream from over there, question and answer with them. And we will also be doing something with them early 2026. I am just not sure the date. And so just stay tuned. We're going to be doing something really fun with Aroma Retail really soon. You know, when we lived in Philly, we had a Amazon guy hide something and behind our flower pots, and it said it was delivered. So we put on there that the package got stolen and all that good stuff. And like 5 months later, when I was touching up the flowers out front, I found this book that we had ordered for Christmas. So we're pretty safe in our community. Not a whole lot of porch thieves, porch pirates. So this is the food court, guys, for Deluxe, Excalibur rather. They got Einstein, Krispy Kreme. It's a little pricey up in here. To be honest, I'm going to show you guys what I think is one of the most expensive spots on the strip in a minute here. So let's see, pickup sticks. Spring rolls, 2 spring rolls for $3.99. Not too bad. A 3-item combo, $17.99. Not too bad. You know, prices aren't outrageous. A little bit high, you know, higher than if you were off strip. Wonder Dogs is closed. Huh. So Fat Burger, right? Fat Burger, pretty good burgers, but obscenely overpriced. Wait till I tell you how much these Fat Burgers are. You guys are gonna be like, what? Yeah, would you expect, let's see, a triple Fat Burger for $29.95? And then $22.95 for a chicken sandwich or a regular burger with fries. $30, dude, for a burger. I don't even think that has the fries. It's insane. I mean, you can get a cheaper burger at Gordon Ramsay's Burger outside of Flamingo. Yeah, just the burger I think is like $30. It's insane. I saw those prices the one time and I was like, that's like ridiculously stupid. Now, one of the best deals in Vegas is right up here at Buca de Beppo. They have a great lunch special, happy hours and stuff. Yeah, $10 a patty, basically, Kristen. That is insane, isn't it? So happy hour at the bar only. They got a happy hour at the bar only. And then they have the happy hour in the bar, lunch, starting at $11, Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 3, which I think is actually a pretty good price. Let's zoom in on that a little bit, right? That's a really good price. And the food here is really good. Happy hour all day, 5-hour Bud Light, Blue Moon, 25-hour buckets at the bar only. I mean, you know, who thought they'd be day drinking at Buca de Beppo? But, you know, if you're going to be day drinking, might as well day drink there and save some money, you know? Now, I have never fed a cow, but I do feed 3 teenage boys, so I'm sure the prices are almost the same, Joanna. In-N-Out, yeah, for that, you know. In-N-Out is a great spot to get good deals on burgers. And I mean, I really like In-N-Out burgers, to tell you the truth. All right, where is the... Let's see if there is a Christmas tree in here. Or maybe down by the lobby, I don't know. I do see some Christmas lights over there. Man, it is not that busy in here right now. Now, I did see a video where one of their towers were shut down. Probably most likely for, oh, our line, there we go. We got the vacuum cleaner. Rosie, what's up? So that happens a lot in Vegas, especially around Christmas, right after NFR leaves. I don't really see anything in here. Oh, no, there's just some tiny little Christmas lights. Not even worth walking down there. Okay. Oh, but let's go check out. Yeah, my kids eat like unbelievable. It's like Jay will make something like in the crock pot and be like, we're on our way home from work or something, and they're like, "Can we stop at Taco Bell?" They get those $5 boxes, and then they're like, they get home and they eat like a huge meal that Jay made. So Dick's Last Resort, he's all decorated in the holiday spirit. He looks very happy. And if you're a Vegas local, don't forget your locals discount. Ooh, if you're dressed in Knights or Raiders gear, you get a free shot with a valid ID and purchase. I don't know if I could. I do have a Raiders sweatshirt, but I don't do that stuff. Yeah, Rosie doing her thing, right? Surprised Rosie didn't come after us like she did at Mandalay that one bay when she was like chasing us around. I don't think I ate that much when I was a teenager, to be honest with you. But then again, like I'm like 5'9". I'm not huge. I'm not a huge person. I'm like 5'9", like pushing maybe 160, right? My smallest, my 15-year-old, he's like 5'9". Well, actually, he's like maybe 5'10 and a half now. He's got to be 170, 180. He's a big, thick kid. And then I got my 17-year-old. He's about 6'3". And then my 19-year-old is like 6'1.5", maybe 6'2". So my kids are huge. And then my oldest is probably around the same size as me. So, you know, my teenage, they're 20, they'll be 23 this year. So, well, next year, 2026, they'll be 23. So my kids are humongous. And I don't know where they got, I mean, I must have did something really wrong as a kid to start my growth, because they do look like me, they do act like me, so I know it's not because Jay was having affairs with people, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know where they get that size from. Although on my mom's side of the family, there are some tall people. So, I have an aunt who is like 6'1", but my mom is like 5'6", and my dad is he's about my height, 5'9", maybe 5'10". So there's not a whole lot of height, but on my mom's side, some of my uncles and my aunt are kind of tall. Now let's go check this out. What do you think? Do you think MGM Grand has I wonder if MGM Grand has a Christmas tree in the lobby. Let's go check that out. We'll go check that out next. What do you guys think? MGM Grand? New York has a very tiny little tree. I saw that earlier when I came up, and I was like, I don't even know if it's worth going through to go see this tiny little tree. So New York and Excalibur definitely get an F on their Christmas decorations. Yes, bad on New York. So let's go check out MGM Grand. And then Aria doesn't really have a Christmas theme this year. They have that ski chalet theme going on. I know, and you would think that they would put something together that was more along the lines of like Rockefeller Center or something like that. Caesars does have a nice tree right there in the lobby, John. I showed that on a live stream not too long ago. We'll try to get back up there. Yeah, we're gonna Christmas tree shame. Let's do that, right? It's Christmas and you know, compare balls. You know, the Christmas trees, they're not that long or girthy, and the balls are small, unlike Bellagio and Fontainebleau. Fontainebleau has a nice, they're in competition with Bellagio for the biggest balls. Yes. I am definitely saying that that New York has tiny little balls for the Christmas balls decorations, and a tiny little tree. Well, you know, they could have put some big balls on the Brooklyn Bridge. That would have been cool. Decorated the Brooklyn Bridge with some big balls. So the Venetian usually has a really nice Christmas display, except this year, where they usually put the Christmas display around that love statue, they still have the Wizard of Oz display up. So the Venetian is not as nice as it's been most years, to be honest with you. The Boulevard tree is decent. We'll hit that up next. We're going to skip Aria because they don't really have the trees. So trying to see over at the ballpark. Should we try to zoom in a little bit from right here? Can't really see much going on, but you can see in the background there's some foundation work coming up. Oh, when did that open up, Murakami? I have not. No, thank you. When did that open up? I have not been up there since I've been back. That was on my definite to-go list today. Wynn does have that nice little atrium garden area. That is really nice. They do put a lot of nice little trees up and stuff. I think it could be a little more colorful. Oh, last Thursday as I was getting ready to go to Philly. Okay. Cute. Maybe they're cold. MGM. Let's see. Let's take you guys off this real quick. This way we don't get a security coming around. This has been one of the more stricter properties lately as far as doing content or people walking through on live streams. So I usually, if I do come in here, I take you guys off the gimbal. It's a little bit shakier, but we just want to see the Christmas tree, that's all. Do they sell slices at How You Doing? Or is it just like pies? Oh, this looks nice. This is decorated for Christmas. Got some Christmas lights hanging up in the centrifuge or whatever this is called. I mean, I could probably get. I really want to get like one of those like Osmo 3 cameras. Oh, maybe if they sell slices, maybe we'll get one. That might be a nice little fun thing to do.
A lot of this way rather than going straight in one video.
I'll tell you what, it's easier when we're on TikTok to pretend like you're on a face call. When you're on here, it's harder. Keep trying to tap the screen. Yeah, wrong platform there. Let's flip it around. You guys see my shirt earlier? My Hello Kitty shirt? So it's a holiday Hello Kitty shirt. My oldest got that for me. Oh, look how much glare there is on that. So sometimes coming through the casinos, you kind of have to pretend like you're on a phone call or something. They see that and they're just like, okay. Like you put it in video only mode. Some of the places are being a lot more strict lately. So usually if I see security looking at me, then they just kind of walk past and see that you're doing a selfie video or something and they leave you alone. So we flip it back around now. There we go. We're almost to the lobby anyway. I mean, as long as you're not bothering the people that are playing, but I do understand that some people maybe don't want to be shown on camera. So try to be respectful. Oh, they do have a nice little Christmas display, it looks like up here. They gave away 777 free slices. Dang, how'd I miss that? All right, so let's take a little walk around and check out the lobby here. Wishing you a grand holiday season. This is pretty nice. Got some snowflakes hanging from the ceiling. They got the centerpiece here. This is the back. Yeah, that's what I don't stop. I seen the other day somebody walking through and like they stopped to talk to somebody that was gaming and I was like, dude, just keep walking, man. But they got the MGM Lion has a Christmas hat on. Zoom in a little bit. This is nice. Nothing spectacular. That's pretty cool. That is pretty pretty. Pretty pretty. And there he's got the snowflakes and some small trees around. All right. Let's head back out. Get you guys back on the gimbal stabilized. Oyo's got some $3 beer available 24/7 if you want to really save some money over there. It's got a little bit better view of the A Stadium. Let's get a little bit closer. Put you guys on the magic little gimbal ride here in a second. That's what I need. I need a new gimbal.
Guys, no. That's that part.
Your secrets too.
No, that's
You must be done, right?
yes.
What is going? There we go. Whoa. There we go. Yes, definitely a new gimbal time. Definitely a new gimbal time. Maybe after the holidays and after I pay my insurance deductible for the hit and run, then maybe we'll save some money up for the equipment. So we can see some guys over there working. That's fun, actually, building concrete forms like that. Let's see if we can see him. See that guy working on top of the concrete form there? That's a fun job to have. Whoa. There we go. So they are doing some work down here. That's what I used to always try to, when I worked in construction, I always wanted to be like on the high flying end of things, is what we used to call it, up on the top. And there was a couple reasons for that, right? We used to tell all the new guys that when layoffs would come, they laid off from the bottom up, right? So if you were a ground guy and didn't do the climbing and didn't do the high work, that you were the first ones to get laid off. And that's how you would get some of the more lazy guys to work. You'd start a rumor in the smoke pen that layoffs were coming, and then start talking about how they laid off from the ground up because the bosses didn't want to climb up to the top to give you your check. They just handed it to the guys on the ground because it was easier for them. Man, after lunch, them guys would all just kind of run up and try to get up on the top. Oh, I'll go up top, I'll go up top. And we'd just stand around and be like, all right, cool. And have some easy nights. So yeah, they are building the Hard Rock is being built up on the strip where the Mirage used to be. That's the only one that's currently under construction right now. And but they are doing a lot of remodels and stuff like that. I think Cosmo and Aria are scheduled for some major remodel work in the next year, because they're about 15 years old, which is around the time the industry starts to do remodeling and things like that. So this is Tropicana Ave. We're walking towards the strip right now. Nice shot. You get all three right there. You got Mandalay, Luxor, and Excalibur. I mean, I remember back in the 90s, this end of the strip was like the strip. New York opened in 97, you know, Mandalay, 99, Excalibur and Luxor earlier in the 90s. So everybody, these were all brand new properties. Everybody hung down here because the dunes where Bellagio stands now, that was torn down. They were building the Bellagio. Cosmo, that was a parking lot. And where Aria, the Aria campus, or whatever they call it now, City Center. Does anyone remember what was there at the Aria, where the Aria stands now? Say Vidara needs a remodel? Yeah, that's about 15 years old too, right? Because that was built around the same time as Aria, Cosmo. They were all built around the same time. So yeah, that whole area of the strip needs it. I think Bellagio just did one last year, 2 years ago, in the Spa Tower. I think they remodeled the Spa Tower. Now, you know, I usually try to stay pretty positive about Vegas and stuff, but this right here to me is totally unacceptable how they have the lion. I mean, look at that. There is missing brick. There's a hole in the bottom. Let me zoom in there for you, right? You see at the base, there is a hole right there, right by the lion's paw. They have the water feature turned off. I mean, MGM, this was supposed to be like your MGM Grand, a premier property, and it looks like it's in such disrepair here. Let's go up top and check out the fountain where the water feature was. I mean, it looks like it was ripped out, like somebody vandalized it or something. Like MGM really needs to spice this up, you know, take some pride in this thing. I mean, this is the base. People love, this was like a great spot to take pictures. You had water feature right here with nice lights. All right, text me later on, Rob. Peekaboozy, what's going on? Yeah, so see here, they have the no trespassing in water feature, right? Well, it's not there no more. Does that mean we're allowed to actually go in? So in 1997, on my birthday, they dedicated this. It's the largest bronze sculpture in the Western Hemisphere, 45 feet tall, 50 foot long, on a 25-foot pedestal. 100,000 pounds of bronze and 1,660 pieces of bronze welded together. So this is like a pretty decent piece, you know. It's the largest one in the Western Hemisphere, and it looks like this, you know. But then when you get up top, let's pan up to the top, it's beautiful. But they let it, I mean, look, broken marble. Looks like crap, you know? Yeah, we got home pretty safe. It was a nice trip. So I just kind of, when we got home, we just kind of took a little bit of a break to go through things and just kind of, you know, relax a little bit. And my mother-in-law was out for a visit last week too. So she left last Friday. She came in Tuesday. And the crazy thing happened on Tuesday on our way to meet her for dinner. We were involved in a hit and run on the highway, and we got rear-ended and the person took off. So there's just been like a lot of stuff going on in the past week. So kind of sometimes have to take care of that stuff. And, you know, the live streaming and content making had to go to the side for a little bit. But we're back. So did a nice little stream this morning for about an hour and a half or so on TikTok. And then we've been on here for a little over an hour. So probably gonna have to grab the microphone off in a little bit so I can charge as I walk. But nice little view of New York, New York. You can hear the roller coaster going by. That's a fun roller coaster too. It actually feels like it may have like slowed down or got a little bit less bouncy from what I remember. I went on it about a year ago when me and Jay did a staycation over at the Waldorf, which is a freaking super nice property. Super expensive, but we got a really good deal through like a employer discount program. So we had a really good deal through that. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to afford $500-600 a night. So got it for around $100 a night, and that was nice. It was midweek too, so I think we went on a Monday and Tuesday night, or Tuesday and Wednesday night. Super fun. We want to start doing them again as soon as we get some extra fun money. So holidays are always tough. We got to watch, you know, kids and all that stuff. Presents. Although we don't buy for as many people as we used to when we lived in Philly because we don't see them as much, you know? So just smaller gifts, smaller, cheaper gifts. So we got the characters out here. So my advice for the characters, if you see these characters like Mickey and Mario and whoever, Spider-Man, don't take a picture before you know how much they're expecting as a tip. So if they're, you know, you tell them, say, look, man, I'll give you $20 for the picture. If they're not happy with it, don't take the picture and walk away. You know, don't take the picture because then they start harassing you. So just be careful with that. Same thing with the showgirls. You know, they're out here trying to grind out a living. You know, I don't think it's a scam, but some of them are upfront about, you know, they'll take the $20. Other ones will be like, that's not enough money. You owe me more money. So you just tell them, so I got $20 to take a picture of my kid. If they're not happy with it, move on. Maybe find somebody else. So this is actually really fun. The Around the World tray. 14 sparkling and still beverages from around the world. We did that one time, and let me tell you, some of them are really, really good. Some of them taste like ass. So yeah, if you're gonna do it, I mean, it's worth it. It was only like $18 to do that Around the World taste tour. And it was actually pretty fun. There was some good stuff. It's pretty crowded down this end too. So we're gonna head up on top of the overlook in a minute and go see if they sell slices of pizza at How You Doing. I definitely want to try that out. Sourdough pizza, never had it before. So we're gonna give that a whirl, I think, if they have some decent priced slices. So everything I think about my shout out to the mama in the green. Homie with the stash trying to bing, bing, bing. And then we'll probably from there head up to Bellagio, do another walkthrough of the Bellagio, check out the conservatory, see what the status of the sidewalk is, because earlier today we were told that the sidewalk was going to be open tonight.
I play on lobby up in the lobby. I play on lobby. I play on lobby up in the lobby. I play on lobby.
I don't think we'll get a copyright for that guy making that song up as he goes, freestyle. And he's actually not that bad. I've listened to him on the corner there a few times. ABC stores. You come out to Vegas, ABC stores is where you should go and get your adult beverages and water, so you're not paying obscene hotel prices. Hard Rock also serves them frozen Baileys. Never had one. I don't drink, so I can't tell you if it's any good or not.
Jax, call you.
How come some people have such a hard time walking in a straight line? Like they like drift over. It's like they're walking and it's like every step they take is like another couple inches to the right or to the left. Every single step. Drives me nuts sometimes. So we're gonna go up here on the overlook. There's the Puma store. We're gonna have to go check that out again, me and Jay. When I have Jay with me, do a nice little walkthrough. I might get a pair of Pumas for my next walking shoes. I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe, possibly. Right now, I pretty much wear the New Balances. I gotta get that review of the Hey Dude shoes out. They are actually pretty comfortable. So I definitely got to get that out. So good thing these escalators are working, because I would not be walking up here. This would be quite a lot of stairs there. So if you guys are enjoying this and like these kind of in real life live streams, walking the strip, just chit chatting and whatever, make sure you are subscribed to our channel here. Hit that like button. Check out our videos on our page. We're relatively new to YouTube. Probably only really been doing it for past since October, I think. Still trying to figure it out. It's a lot different than TikTok, where we got our feet wet a little over a year ago. So yeah, so hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and make sure you turn those notifications on for when we go live. I'll probably be going live again tomorrow, Christmas Eve from the strip also. Maybe we'll take a little walk through some of the shopping areas up here. Like, this is the fun. This is fun too up here. This is a little pop-up art exhibit, basically, called Optic. We have a pretty good video about Optic. Me and Spin from TikTok were up here one morning having a lot of fun spinning these things around. If you guys have never seen this before, right? So the center here spins, and when you spin this piece, it makes music. So when there's a lot of people up here, actually do get a pretty good sound going. It was actually really fun when me and Spin were up here. All right, so right over here is How You Doing. We're gonna go check that out. See if it's open. It may not even be open right now. It doesn't look open. Oh no, it looks like there's people in there. Oh, here's the Christmas tree. They got little balls on the Christmas tree here. Lots of gifts, but little. It's got to be a nice little picture at night in the background with the Aria, the Veer Towers. All right, let's go check it out. How you doing? See if they do slices. All right, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right. You do just slices?
We don't. I got a 12 inch, like 4 slices.
12 is like 4 slices?
Yeah. Got some wings.
How much is a 12 inch?
12 is 18 to 20.
18 to 20?
Yeah.
All right, I'll come back.
Slices too, isn't it? Yeah.
They're pretty decent sized slices?
Yeah.
All right, maybe I'll come back after I go pick my son up. Something to split then. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
yeah. So
Good.
all right, cool man. Thank you.
Good shit.
Yep. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't have just single slices, but I can't carry around a pizza box while I'm streaming. So we'll try that later. Maybe when me and Jay come up, we'll split a pizza. But here's the In-N-Out. This should be open early next year. Why don't I just do with my glasses again? You're with my son or Jay? I'm not sure. There we go. Nice little reef. That's pretty cool. All right, so where do we want to go? Do we want to go over Bellagio? Type a 1 in the chat if you want to go check out Bellagio and see how busy the conservatory is right now. They really should put slices. They really should think about having slices up there. You know, like an $8 slice. $6 slice, maybe. $6 slice would be nice. If the pizza's 18, right? You might get people that are like, oh, well, you know, I'll just get a whole pizza for 18 instead of 3 slices for, you know,
something like that.
21, right? So if you made them 7, yeah, that would be probably the way to go. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I'm not a businessman, so. I feel like the chat is frozen or something. Someone make a comment. Because I have not seen the chat move in a while. Well, we got 52 people. I'm sure someone's got something to say. Decent crowds. What do you guys think about the crowds today that we've seen? You think they're pretty decent for a midweek Christmas week if you've been out in Vegas in the past? How does this compare to what you've seen or remember? I think the chat is frozen for me. Thank you for the text there. I don't know what's going on. That is weird. So my chat is frozen. Let me see. Hold on one second here. My chat view. Let me try to turn it back on. Show chat view. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I may have just fixed it. Wow. I missed a lot of this. All right, so there we go. I think I fixed it. So I'm on Prism Live. So I'm not using like YouTube to stream through. I use it's an app called Prism Live, so you can you can have multi streams, and that's the first time that happened. So I just turned off the chat and turned it back on, and now I just saw that. Yes. Now I just saw that there's a lot of chat going on here. So maybe if you back out, back in, come back in, maybe the chat will unfreeze for you if it's frozen on your end too. So I hit the... It is actually really solid. I really enjoy it. I use the paid version. I paid like the $10 a month for it because it's distracting for me when I see like watermarks on things. So unless I put my own watermark where it says Neon City Walkers or something, I don't want to see the Prism Live watermark on the live stream. I just think it looks a little bit more professional. Not that I'm that much professional, but you know, and the $10 a month gives you a couple more options. So, you know, yeah, so it was totally frozen on my end. On my end, it was like somebody said Merry Christmas to Rob when he was leaving a while ago. Now, if I scroll back, there's like tons and tons of stuff here. So, yeah. So anyway, yes, so somebody asked, are we okay? Yes, we are all okay. It was me, Jay, and my son that were involved in the hit and run. We were able to pull over safely, dial 911. They told us to go off the highway, meet them in a parking lot, filled out a report, turned everything into the insurance, and, you know, just wait until the holidays are over and I can go get the bumper fixed. So... Thanks, Box. Yeah, it was beautiful last week. I actually left Vegas and it was 75 degrees last Friday when I left Vegas, and I went to Philadelphia where it was 23 degrees when I landed. So I missed those couple days of 70 plus degree weather to be in Philadelphia where it was below freezing. So yeah, thank you for the concern there. Luckily, like everything was slowing down. What's going on? Because a lot of times it'll fix itself. It'll freeze for like 30 seconds or so, and then it'll just unfreeze. And it's, you know, because I on my screen I see the signal strength a lot of times, and it was actually looking pretty good. So I didn't understand why it was freezing. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna disconnect the mic real quick for a while and get you guys back on a charger. And that's one of the other reasons I need to get a better gimbal, one that can hold a little bit more weight so that I can have my wireless chargers attached to my phone while we stream, and I don't have to have a cord, or I got to get Bluetooth mics. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're figuring all this out. So I'm going to disconnect the mic real quick and plug in. Plug you guys back into the charger. All right, there we go. So you guys should be able to still hear me. So John, so when we were on TikTok earlier today, I asked the security guard that was standing at the front of the sidewalk, and he said tonight. So hopefully sometime soon it'll be opening up. I would love to get the front of the Bellagio fountains opened back up, and able to view the fountains from there. It's the better views. Now I just need to figure out how on YouTube I can do the fountain show without getting copyright notifications. So I think I figured out a way, and I just have to find make a playlist. So I made a playlist one night while we were walking that if it got too loud with copyrighted music, I could turn the playlist on, and that worked great, except some of the songs on the playlist actually had copyrights. So I gotta find a better list, or make a better list actually. So but let's go down and check it out, and I am going to say it is open. I'm gonna say it's open. Let's go down and see. We could be some of the first people on live stream to see it's open. So this could be super exciting for us, right? Yeah, I might just have to mute it, right? It is still beautiful to see without the noise, but we shall see. You got one guy, yeah, there we go. Okay, let's go. They are stopping us. And it looks like the sidewalk is open. We will get over there in just a minute. Let's let these cars go by. We don't want to get run over, right? That might make for great views or something, but you know, I don't feel like getting run over. All right, let's go over to the middle. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
But the shows, they don't start until 4. The fountain show doesn't start until 4, so that's still a little bit of time that we have. Yeah, that was closed for September 15th or 16th is when the sidewalk closed down officially for the F1 construction.
Try to make it safe for you.
So September, October, November, and December. So basically 3.5 months or so it was closed down for. Now it's open. And now we can go. All right, let's take our first walk down the sidewalks at Bellagio in over 3 months. So here we go. What a magical moment for all of us, right? So how many of you have been waiting? How many of you came out here during those 3 months and were not able to get this view? I kind of probably pisses people off that they came out here in September, October, November, early December and couldn't walk down here because of the stupid F1 grandstands. But now here we are. Watch out for the whale, right? They're doing some kind of work. We're going to check out what kind of work they're doing up here in a minute. I really wish they would turn this music down a little bit outside of here. You know, make it a little easier for us. That's one of the problems, though, I guess, with streaming on the Strip, right? So they are out there in full force up here. I thought it was a shark, Grammy. I thought they had a great white shark in here. I think Jay was watching one of them videos and they had a great white shark that was in the lagoon here. Lake Bellagio. That's all right. Oh. She beat me to it. I was going to ask. You know what? It was probably both. They probably had one that was a shark and one that was a whale because they've been making a lot of them videos. Oh, look, we got some people about to scuba dive or coming out of the water from scuba diving in here. This is pretty cool. I wonder what... I wonder what they're doing. Come on out. The shark was at the Venetian. Oh, okay. So the shark was Venetian, and we had a baby whale in Lake Bellagio. The jet skiing. I want the bumper boats. I want to go to the Venetian and do the bumper boats. Hey, maybe these guys are starting to set up for that Titanic ride. But how cool of a job is this, right? This is like part of your job. Hey, what's our job assignment on Tuesday, boss? Tuesday, we're going to go to the Bellagio, and you're going to go diving in Lake Bellagio. Turn the fountains on. Yeah, right? That would be funny. So you can see that there are like some bolts and studs sticking out of the floor of Lake Bellagio there. I guess that's where they had some cranes and all set up when they were building this. Yeah, as long as they're not... Yeah, exactly, right? That would not be good. That would definitely not be good, Grammy. It's the Titanic ride. Maybe they're setting the foundation for the Titanic ride. Oh, my man almost slipped and fell in the water. That's got to be so hard to see with that scuba stuff on, man. Them tanks are heavy. Has anyone ever scuba dived? I've never scuba dived, but I used to be fresh air. I used to work in fresh air and SCBA tanks. So I know that they can get kind of heavy. So there they go, back to the Bat Cave.
Actually, it's in between these two.
So it is all open now. How about that? Let's take our walk. Yeah, the tanks aren't really that comfortable. That's for sure. Now, a lot of places have gone away from, like, when you have to do fresh air jobs, to having like tanks and stuff like that, into those pappers that are like a positive flow hood. So, you know, you don't have to shave and all that stuff anymore to keep the seal. So, because this is super exciting, walking down the strip, the Bellagio sidewalk, for the first time in months. Oh, you know what we should do? Since I gotta end this soon anyway, right? It's what, 2:30? I gotta be done around 3. Maybe we'll end this when we get to the end, and I'll jump back on TikTok and show the TikTok people that this is open too. So, yeah, let's do that. Since I have to head down and get my son. He's working, and then I got to drive him to another mall to finish up some shopping. So, yeah, we used to do a lot of fresh air work, like, because there was H2S or like some kind of deadly chemical that I worked around. So we used to have to do that stuff. Had to be clean shaved, and I looked so much younger when I was clean shaven. So, all right, so we're gonna end this live stream. We're gonna jump over to TikTok and go live and show the people who will not come over to YouTube that the strip is now open. And then I'm not sure if me and Jay are coming back out tonight or not. I hope so, but I'm not 100% sure. So I will see you guys tomorrow, definitely. I'm gonna be out again tomorrow on YouTube for a few hours in the morning. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notifications. And I had a great time out here. Glad I could show you that the Bellagio sidewalk is finally open. And now we're gonna go do a real quick, you know what? Let's do a quick walkthrough of the conservatory. I promised you guys that, right? Didn't I promise you guys that? So let's walk back down and go back up to the conservatory. So I did promise you guys that, so I will do that for you. I think they might be on at 12 tomorrow for the holiday. Maybe we could try to verify that too. So that would be cool. So yeah, so we had quite a day walking today, huh? We're at 16,500 steps since we started streaming this morning. And yes, I try to be a man of my word. Sometimes I tell you I'm coming back on later that night, but something happens and I don't. But I'm right here. I promised you guys I was going to go through the conservatory. You guys did press the ones in the chat like I asked. I saw that. So we are going to do that. So, yes, definitely. and then we'll figure out what's going on with the fountains for tomorrow. Like I said, we'll do a lot of we'll do some live streaming tomorrow, another walk around, maybe come out earlier in the morning again. I like to do some Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I like to do morning live streams, guys. So I do come out on my days off if I have time and do morning live streams. Sometimes I'll start as early as like 5:30 a.m. Las Vegas time and give you guys a view of the strip early morning, which is fun. And then so yeah, so let's go check out the conservatory. Earlier it was pretty busy when we were in there on TikTok earlier. There's a ton of people still on that side of the strip. They probably don't even realize until right now that the strip is open on the Bellagio side. So but I am off. I did take off on Friday and Saturday, the 26th and 27th. I couldn't get off on Christmas, so I said, you know what? I'm taking the weekend off. So I took off Friday and Saturday and said, you know what? Screw it. I hate that I got to use my PTO for holidays and stuff, but you know, maybe the next contract we can change that. I don't know. But Christmas Day, it should be 12 o'clock. So if you're out here for Christmas Day, you should be able to come over and catch a fountain show. It looks like they're bubbling up the fountains now. I wonder if they're going to start them early. Hello. Josh, what's going on? Josh, you just missed it. We just walked up the strip in front of the Bellagio fountains for the first time in over 3 months. So the Bellagio fountain sidewalk is open up now.
You want to be in
It's like walking a maze sometimes. I always try to give the people a chance to get their picture. Yes, it is back open. Not a whole lot of people walking it yet. Probably don't know. Yeah, so I don't know if you were on earlier when I said we were going to walk down to Mandalay. So we walked down to Mandalay on on TikTok, and then when I got to Mandalay, I ended to come over here and charge a little bit, and I realized that I had dropped my prescription glasses back at New York. So I walked back and grabbed them. There's Jay. What's up, Jay? We need to change your name on here, Jay, so that we know it. Or you like, I think Jay likes being incognito sometimes. Well, the good thing too about the sidewalk being open is some of these people in Vegas that create content have been crying like a bunch of big babies about the construction for months. Oh, they're not taking it down fast enough, blah, 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 cry, cry, cry. Now it's down. Hopefully they'll find something else to move on and cry about. All right, super crowded. There's a whole sidewalk, people. You can move down now. Jeez. We don't all have to gather right there. It is pretty busy. It is pretty busy. So, Jay, how you doing? The sourdough pizza spot at the Overlook is open now. They don't sell slices. I stopped there. It's like 18 bucks for 4 slices. It's like a personal, or not a personal, but a shareable pizza. So that is going to be a date for us. She can't hide behind the screen name, right? All right, let's get up here and go through the doors. All right, you guys that were on TikTok earlier, tell me if you think it is more crowded or what you guys think about the Bellagio right now. We're gonna walk through. Okay, guys, do not. Oh, that lady just got pinched by the doors. Ay, ay, ay. Be careful around them doors. Push. Murakami, do not start your mud routine. All right, this is looking way more crowded than it was earlier today. I'm gonna have to write Mud and tell him. I mean, he was saying that he got a talking to for being on TikTok too much at work. Oh, nice, nice. Mud's a bad influence on you guys. Josh, I used to do that like when I worked and guys would get forced to work like a holiday. My kids were a little bit older, and if they had younger kids, I would volunteer to take their spot, right? So then I'd make the overtime and all that stuff, and they could go make the memories with their kids. And that's more important sometimes than making a couple extra bucks, you know, in your paycheck. You know, your kids are going to remember that dad wasn't around at Christmas, dad wasn't around, you know. I had to wait until 6 o'clock at night when dad got home to open up my gifts. So somebody pushed the door on me earlier on TikTok. All right, so here we are trying to get through. All right, you get like 30 seconds. We're not taking like professional photo album right now, guys. It's crowded as crap, so take your picture and move along. Well, yeah, that was another nice thing that I didn't have to do. Yeah, not a bad trade-off at all, especially them girls did it right. They both took a picture, flipped over the camera, took another picture of the other girl, good to go. So that's another thing, guys, that you can do too when you're in here, right? Put your phone on video mode and walk through. Download like an app like CapCut or Android Video, something like that, and then you can take screen grabs. You know, it makes for much easier, much more efficient getting through a place like this. So, yep, Lunar New Year 110. That's coming up on us real quick. This will be only about another week or so. Another, what, 10 days until the Bellagio is doing in teardown mode.
Thank you so much.
A lot of times I take pictures. That's how I grab my pictures. Is because I'm so much in video mode that if I need to get a picture or still, super easy. Just do a little editing. Some big balls in here. We saw a lot of little balls at the other properties. And these are the balls that Bellagio puts out. They're humongous big balls. They got a big old sack over here too with a nutcracker, but no nuts in there. Just a wrinkled up old sack. Oh, you guys. I don't know how you guys got me into this. But Joanna, we did finally find a bunch of blue balls on the strip. The blue balls are at Mandalay Bay. I don't know. I don't even know how to respond to that, Josh.
Why?
The blue balls. Yes, Jay likes the blue and white Christmas theme. The blue and white lights and the blue and silver or white Christmas balls and all that stuff, yes. So yes, we have lots of blue balls around here. There's the 42-foot. This is the biggest Christmas tree, I think, on the strip. It's 42 foot. Mount Shasta up in California. Why did I say New York? I don't know. I have no idea. Because I'm getting tired. I've been live streaming for a long time today. And I say goofy things when I'm live streaming sometimes. But I did read a pretty cool article about the Bellagio Christmas trees. Yeah, I'm lucky I don't have them either, Josh. So what they do is Bellagio goes to a Christmas tree grower, I guess, and they have somebody maintain the trees until they're ready to use for their displays. So this tree may have been picked out 5 years ago, and they have been trimming it and shaping it for the past 5 years, so it looks really good when it comes here. Then once it's cut down, they wrap it in the lights and transport it here, and they hang all the balls and decorations on it in the conservatory, and we get to watch that process. There we go. We got the stripper elf. So I told my mother-in-law the story about, I said, you know, Santa had to cut back on the hours this year for the elves, and this elf is now performing a striptease in the Bellagio. So throw your dollar bills at him, swinging around on the back of the caboose. Pretty damn crowded in here. Let's make our way through and check out the next section. Maybe we'll try to walk through the train. I'm not sure. I would love to see that elf jump off and run around. That should be like a live action person. An animatronic where the elf could jump down. That would be cool. But look at these crowds. I love the steam coming out of the train engine there. $8.73, awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for subscribing. Appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Make sure you hit that like button. check out our videos on our page also. We're like doing a rocket cheer. Instagram. Jesus Christ. Let me get 44 freaking pictures. Josh, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. That is awesome, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
I mean, are you kidding?
Hey, listen, when you come out, when are you coming out? April, I think you said? Definitely going to be hanging out, man. And we are going to be, hello. We are going to be coming out. I don't know about tonight. Like I said, I got to check with Jay. I don't want to get in her picture. All right, so this is the little tunnel here. March 13th. March 13th. Awesome. 13th through the 18th. I'll have to mark that down. We'll have to definitely hang out a little bit when you're out here. But this is a nice view coming out through here. I liked last year's view when we came out from between the sleigh. A little bit better. All right, she's the only one going through that way, but whatever. All right, now the crowd is here.
All right, ready?
Yeah, this is all you're gonna get, right?
So if I stand right here, you guys can see me. The Earth Cam is right up there. We tested that theory out last week. That was pretty fun. What's going on, buddy? Merry Christmas. Oops, sorry.
Made it to Christmas, guys.
Made it to Christmas. Yep. You want me to get all your pictures? You good? Okay. Awesome. A lot of really happy. It's nice. People are so happy out here right now. You know, enjoying it. It's awesome. So, all right. So, I think we're going to now do what I just said. I'm going to jump back over real quick, do like a quick 20-minute live stream over on TikTok to show some of the people over there that the sidewalk is reopened. And I am going to talk to Jay, see what we're going to do tonight. I am not sure, but I do have to go grab my son pretty soon. So I appreciate all of you guys. Josh, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. And the concierge, yes, I forgot. Thank you, Murakami. Let me go ask. Sometimes they're a little bit weird when we're on the live stream, but let's just go ask this guy. So I always just try to turn it around for them. Hey, excuse me. Yes, tomorrow, is the fountain's going on 12 or at 4 for the holiday?
So Monday through Friday, it's they start at 3, and then on the weekends they start at noon.
Okay, but not for the holidays. They don't start at noon also.
Well, usually on the weekends, but let me find out.
Okay.
Let me see if it's here.
Okay, no problem. Thanks.
Do you want to schedule or no?
Yeah, if you have one, that'd be great. Gonna grab us a schedule. This is why you guys are so great. You guys, my mind goes in a million different spots, and I always forget about that stuff to ask these questions. So he's coming back over. We'll find out.
They're doing it early on Christmas.
Early on Christmas.
So normal. So for today it starts at 3, and tomorrow, but on Christmas. It'll start at noon.
At noon. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Have a great day.
You too. Merry Christmas. All right. So Christmas, the 25th. they will start at noon. Saturday and Sunday they'll start at noon, and the rest of the week they start at 3. Why did I think 4? You know why I thought 4? I thought 4 o'clock because I normally get down here for the 4 o'clock show after I get out of work at 3. So, but thank you guys all again for joining us, and we will be maybe able to catch some early shows this weekend since I do have off Friday and Saturday. And maybe if you go up, we just missed the 3 o'clock show. So I'm going to jump over to TikTok real quick, and I will see you all either tonight or again tomorrow. You guys have a great happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all of that, whatever you celebrate. Thank you again for joining.